10 ways to learn any language. First point is make new friends. If there is a community of people who speak the language you want to learn in your city, start to attending events. Friendship is one of the best ways to learn foreign language and the easiest way to get comfortable with the slang, intonation, mannerism. You can casually chat with your friends on the local cafes, bars, restaurants, and slowly build a foundation of the language that you want to learn. The great part about the making friends is who already speak the language or who are learning right along with you is that you will able to practice freely without feeling any self-conscious or on the spot. Second point is watch a movie. For the people who want to take an advantage of the one of the best way to learn language with the comfort of their home, put on a foreign movie in another language without subtitles if you can. Not only this is one of the best way to learn foreign language, but also it you will also get greater sense of that language and the culture, as well as if you don't know enough of the language to turn the subtitles off and keep a list of new vocabulary you heard and what you think they mean. Look them up later and come on looking up words is fun. Then third point is with a short, simple dialogue. It's possible to become a conversational in the language in 90 days by starting reading and listening stories. But how can you do that when you are new to the language that barely you understand the things? At the beginning, you need to use material that really simple to read in the first week or so. Stick to the reading the short simple dialogues might find in a beginner language learning textbook such as I go to grocery store or I like to run and watch a movie. Although these phrases might seem too basic, but you can learn more than you think. And what's most people don't realize is that if you really just reading those dialogues at the beginning, they will contain 100 to 200 most common words in the language, which are 50% of the uh, time used. Then the fourth point is talk with yourself. If the previous suggestion in our list of language learning tips uh, isn't doable for you and no one else speak to you, then there is nothing wrong with talking to yourself with a new language. It might sound really weird, but it's actually speaking to yourself in the language is a great way to practice if you are not able to use that all the time. If you don't know how to go to about learning the new language, this can keep new words and phrases fresh in your mind, and it also help to build your self confidence for the next time you speak with someone with that language. Fifth point is mobile app uh, for learning a new language. Computer assisted language learning has been around years, but more people having mobile phone than the personal computer. It's time for the uh, mobile assisted language learning apps to shine. Most of us have at least one mobile phone in our hand. We can use them to access the language learning materials, teachers, native speakers anywhere at any time. Isn't more convenient way to learn the language. You can use dedicated language learning to apps to help you to master the new language. You can access the content in the general apps like YouTube, and you can use the social media to communicate the native speakers, to take a part in the authentic conversation. You can practice all four skills over there, like speaking, reading, writing, listening, and from your mobile too. And this means that for the first time in the history, you can learn you can truly learn the any language that you want to learn from your home. Sixth point is that learn a common vocabulary. According to some studies, native speakers know roughly 15,000 to 20,000 words. By this means a root word, all that its variant for the example speaking, or spoke. These studies that these study that these studies suggest that by the learning most common 800 to 10 800 to 100 words, 800 to 1000 words, and the variations, you can learn to speak any language quickly and effectively. And the seventh point is know your motivation for a new language. It's silly to even have to say this, but knowing why you're learning the foreign language is the key to mastering it. Many people start to learning language with no ideas what they will use for, and sure they will fail. You can know that all the tips and tricks there are learning a language, but if you don't know why behind it all, how it's going to enrich your life, chances are you are going to lose the motivation and learning with a fizzle and like an engine spurting it out of gas. Are you looking to start a new life at a different country, or are you learning a new language or foreign language you are fascinating by the culture and want to deep dive into, or are you planning to trip to a foreign land and simply want to be able to order a street food and tell the taxi driver that where you are going to the in the local language? These all good motivations to learn the foreign language are the better idea. And the eighth point is set a learning goal to learn the foreign language. Foreign the language learning goals are the best way to, if they are short and simple and easily and measurable. Many of us embark on the study a language by saying that I want to fluent in Japanese in 6 months. The problem is that what is fluency? Fluent in what way? Casual conversation or reading or writing, discussing or discussing in the legal issues for your business. Instead, it's better to set a clearly defined goals. Start with something by the end of today, that I will know that how to greet someone and introduce myself. Uh, in 2 days, I will learn about how to ask someone to what they do for a living and explain them that what I do. And by the end of the week, I will know that how to procure the food and avoid the starvation. And the and to get you started, I'll give you a goal of goals, that the milestone that will take you furthest on the path of fluency is master your most common 100 words in that language. Then the next thing, and the ninth point is start with the 100 most common words. Not all vocabulary is created equal. Some gives you a better return and investment than others. And start with the 100 most common words, are and then make the sentence with them over and over again. uh, Learn just enough grammar to be able to do this, and do it until you feel it pretty comfortable with it. Then the 10th point is carry a pocket dictionary. This made a much bigger difference than I expected. Once I downloaded the dictionary, there was an immediate difference. Having it on your phone is a great way, because it takes 2 seconds to look something up in the middle of the conversation, and because you are using it in conversation, you are that much more likely to recall it later. Even sometimes some things that simply affect my conversation and ability to interact with the local great deals. So these are the 10 tips to learn any language uh, easily. uh, Please like, share and do watch this video. Subscribe. This is Ash over and out.